this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock. He can catch the football. He's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Stopped after making the catch.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times when those fast guys.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year. In college, I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Buys a little extra time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. He's looking for a man on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Takes his shot. Makes the grab. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's right on target. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's a draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Blue Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a... He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. The Hurricanes in the hurry up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Hurricane! A great catch and run for 6. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now he's going to let it go. And it's caught inside the 30. Off to the races to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
got it in the middle. It's Burt. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the... And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Love the call here going RPO on third down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll come out throwing on first down. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35-14.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Hold and finds his man on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
With the grab.
Back on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
9-14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Third down coming up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Shows him the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Turns it loose. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They're trying to get to him. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Number 21.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
2-14.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's a draw. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback adapting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conceited.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
The Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kick. He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Second down coming up.
Quick release on the RPO. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride of the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Canes are marching down the field. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They move the tight end all over. He'll keep it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He wants to throw. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Okay, ready?
3rd and short now from their own 48.
Let's go. Alert, alert. Check. Alert.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the defense gets to the quarterback. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, Duke! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Looking for blockers. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Gets open down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Dances away, trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
4-2 Spider.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10.
Out 55 weak.
Looking to move it through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Ready.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down.
Down.
He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dances away from the heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the double.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Duke, 21.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Check. Blitz.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They bring it. He's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. I'll tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The returner is tackled down at the 43.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this. Oh, he wants it all. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Get set. Reload. Load.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires downfield. Working that left side. Afterburner's coming. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. 1st down for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field. And And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
What a great grab. This guy has been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. And I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football.
Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they're dragging down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
Time to take a shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead. But that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep...
Looking deep down the right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oregon Ducks offense will start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team?
He's going for a big play downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the 3rd 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Iowa's offense will get the ball for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Bought a little time, lets it go. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a... And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, but I'm the receiver. I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! And the defense doing work. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out and get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're bringing heat. Setting up the screen.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Makes a connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
On third down, going up top. Pulls it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing on third down.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are...
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Good, right down the boulevard. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he's got it at the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Finishes the run with the slide. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break along.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's 2nd
2nd
down.
and 10 from their own 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He wants to throw. Buys a little time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Tackled, but he has a first down.
When you play DB, it's a really hard thing to do in college football. When you play DB and you get 0 pass rush, it's an impossible thing to do in college football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. He throws one to the left. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Slings it downfield. He's got it. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Complete in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right